Shalom. So this is Exodus chapter 20 and verse 14. It says, "Thou shalt not commit adultery." Now, what happened is that we read this and because pride steps in, we can no longer see ourselves. We can no longer witness our own characters, right? So we start to defend, right? This can happen to any one of us. We're humans, right? Even after you are enlightened, because knowing Exodus 20 and 14 does not prevent us from committing adultery, right? So, in order to prevent it, we need to deal with causes, and one of the main cause is brokenness, right? We are so hurt, we're so broken, we're everything, right? And these things lead to adultery. You don't have to be conscious of what you're doing, right? For example, say I'm broken, right? But I don't want to fix my brokenness. So now I'm going to cover it. I'm going to disguise it. So what do? I go seek a relationship, right? Whether the person is healthy or unhealthy. So even if it's a healthy person I'm with, guess what? My brokenness, I will be prompted by negative habits, right? So because I cannot commit to the person I'm with, you know what's going to happen? It's going to lead to infidelity. Now I'm going to seek some form of validation somewhere because I'm afraid of giving in too much. I'm afraid of giving of myself, right? Because I've been broken before, I've been hurt before. So now I think that this woman that I'm with is going to do the same thing to me. So before she does it to me, I'm going to make sure I do it to her. To do what? Because I'm now protecting something. How am I protecting something? By destroying somebody else, right? These are things that lead to the adultery because people are getting in relationships who should not be in relationship, and too many people are also trying to rescue them. One, yes, right. So we have to be mindful of these things, right? Getting into relationships with people who are not ready to be in relationship, and we think that we can give them the love they need to fix their problems. No, it is only a distraction. So with their minds being occupied with the attention that you are giving them, you know what happens? Then they no longer have to think about their brokenness, right? So now guess what? You have to deal with everything that they're putting up with. You're the one being affected by it. So now what? Something is being transmitted psychologically, right? So now you are over investing in a relationship with a person who is destroyed, is damaged mentally. And not only that, usually the person is going to be unable to see what they're actually doing because what the stories that they bury themselves in, their true selves are buried in stories. They justify everything, and for everything that they're doing, they already think that they're doing it because of something that was done to them. They're not looking at what they're doing or how it is affecting others, right? So the more they have a fear of getting deep or committing to a person, is the more that likely they are going to be to commit the adultery. when you have a fear, right? What happens is you have a fear of awakening your wounds that you're hiding. And that fear is going to pull you further and further away from your partner. And the further you go away from your partner, is the closer you're going to someone else outside of your partner. Because what? Now you have to tell your stories to someone. And in telling that stories, you get into that state of depression, which is manipulative, right? So in order for you to manipulate a person, first you have to show the person your sadness. So no longer the person focus on what you're doing or what you did to the other person, but now they're lost in the stories that you're telling them. So all they can think about, oh, all these things that everyone else did to you. That's how broken people manipulate other people, right? Especially when it comes to the opposite sex. It is not a coincidence why broken people go and vent to the opposite sex. Why you don't go and vent to the same sex? Hmm? You think it's something miraculous or something coincidental or no? The intent is already there. The problem is that you are not aware of it. Why would you go and talk about a matter absent the other person? Hmm? Why is it that when you're venting, there's always a particular choosing of time, location, and the person that you are venting to? Is it a coincidence? No, it is not. But this is what brokenness deals with. Also, another thing is getting into relationships with people who share the same faith. That does not prevent the committing of adultery. You know why? I might be in this Hebrew faith because I want to learn about the Most High. I want to heal, right? I want knowledge of the Father. She might be in this faith because what? She has a messed up past and she's running away from it. So she wants to bury her past in the name of her Hebrew faith. Now I see this sister, and guess what? I like her. I like the way she's, learning and stuff like that. But guess what? That was not her intention. So she's always present at class because once she is in class, she doesn't have to deal with all the trauma that she's going through, the depression, the brokenness. It's a distraction for her. Now what happened? We get into relationship. Now there's the fear, now there's the shame, now there's the guilt, now all of these things are happening. And now I'm thinking that, oh, but we have the same faith, we believe in the same thing, then the relationship should be perfect. No, not if we don't have the same intentions towards the faith. She didn't come in to serve the Most High, she came in to escape her past. She came in to distract herself from what she's going through. Now, guess what? I'm going to have to deal with all of that. Now, I want to ask her questions. Now, I want to know why she's. I want to know everything. But guess what? She cannot open up because she's been betrayed before and she never dealt with that betrayal. So, you know what? Now she thinks I'm going to do the same. Hmm? So, guess what? Now she cannot talk to me anymore. She has to find another man to confide in. Because guess what? If I know those things about her, she thinks I'm going to leave her. So now she has a fear of being abandoned. So she finds it more comfortable to go and vent to another man, go and tell that man things about her. Because if I know, I might leave. Right? So this happens a lot. These are causes that lead to the adultery. We don't have the proper boundaries to protect that which we love. Mm? You get in a relationship, you cannot draw a line between you and your ex, you and your male friends or female friends. You don't know what is appropriate from what is inappropriate. Mm? You think it's cool to do this and that with other men. You think it's cool to do this and that with other women with no regard for the person that you're with. Where's the transparency? Mm? Why everything that you do is questionable to your partner? Why do you leave room for doubts to enter in? You are already altering the trust. Mm? Why are you on the phone when your partner gets home doing just social things? It's not like you're doing some business online that yes, you need the phone, you need to be engaged in this and that, business meetings or whatever you need to do. You're just on social media scrolling through news feeds and your partner is there. Where is the respect? You don't think that is questionable? Mhm. What doors are we opening in our relationship? So it's very important for us to understand the causes, not just focusing on thou shalt not commit adultery. We all know this Bible verse. And even if we don't know the Bible verse, guess what? We know this, that these things are not morally right. We know what it can do to the other person. Most of us have it has it done before, done to us before. So we know the effects, right? So we need to fix ourselves first before getting into relationship, because the only thing that we're going to do is we're going to destroy healthy people. And the more we do this is the more we are um, is the more that we are giving aid to the beast, because this is what the beast wants. He wants more adultery. He wants more destruction of the black homes. Mhm. This is why they set their laws to open doors for this adultery. Think about this. If I'm getting a job to go abroad to work, you know who cannot come with me? My wife. Or if she's getting that job, I cannot go with her. So guess what? She's gone for 9 months or I'm gone for 9 months. There's gonna be this temptation. There's gonna be this distance. Right? Now the doors are open here for us to think, oh, I can do this and she will not know or he will not know. You don't think they know what they're doing when they divide us with their jobs? When they go to work, guess what? They can bring their family with them. They bring their wives, their husbands, their children. And even if the children or the family is not there entirely, guess what? They can visit anytime they want. For us as black people, when we take on these jobs, we don't get that. And we like that opportunity because we say, what? Oh, now I'm away from my partner. Now I can do this. No one sees. Oh, yeah? No one sees? What about your integrity? What about your conscience? And what about the angels of the Most High? Hmm? Right. So just not focus overly on thou shalt not commit adultery, and pay attention to the things that lead to the adultery. Right? We need to fix ourselves first, so then these will not become a problem to us. We need to understand that the imaginative mind is stronger towards transgression than it is towards commitment. Right? This is not a coincidence. Shalom.